Gets it upfield. Lingard. That's the throw. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Sterling. Beckham. Jagielka.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite...
And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Shoots! Goalkeeper's ball. Durham. Has been caught there, it's a foul. Looks like a good ball through. Lingard, he's left his man. And that'll be a goal kick. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Out for a throw. There's going to be another change here. Now he's wondering who wants it. In towards the middle. Can he score? So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And it's Royce. Passes it through. Royce. Can get that clear. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Sané. Forward it goes. And now they can launch a counter. Murray pushes it out wide. And the finish! Could be thinking about a shot. Goes for goal! It's a carbon copy of their previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Beckham.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing...
There is the final whistle. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
England certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. And here we have England against Nigeria. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And if you did just miss... Tries one! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Now it's out. Dele Alli! Goal, England!
Unbelievable.
There is the breakthrough.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
England have an early lead. Good start. Iwobi. There are a few waiting for it. That intervention was very necessary. Terry. And it's Lingard. Plays it out to the wing. Goes for goal! He's having a look round. Towering header! In it goes! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
England have a couple of goals without reply, it's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now.
Shoots! Tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Coaxed out to the wing. Goes for it! It's in! Deep into first half stoppage time, There is the half-time whistle. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Can he score? Fair effort, he reacted well.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
One! It's there!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
This has become one superb game of football.
Look, this is not for the faint-hearted, Peter. This is hard and fast football.
Out for a throw.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to...
Can he finish?
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Defoe with a long pass
well, you
out
could
wide.
see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Nigeria merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Good run down the left. What can they make of it? And the weighted pass. Dele Alli passes it through. Lallana chipped through. He's had a shot! It's in!
And the chances of winning a game that may have gotten away from you are always greater with characters like this player. A strong personality that has more than likely secured another big win.
Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to...
And that will be the final act. England have held on. A knife-edge game, a single goal margin, but they have won it. England leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way.
The warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. And our live game is Deportivo against Arsenal. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
We have already started here. Delivery from Aspas. He's having a look round. Lovely feet. Going for goal! Now it's Gomes. He goes long. Shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Gomes. Now, can he capitalise? Shot at goal! Danger averted for now. Tries a through ball. Decent clearance now. He's had a go!
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Now it's Kuzmanovic. That intervention was very necessary. Loose ball. Who's going to get that? There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now it's Aubameyang. Forward it goes. And the whistle goes for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're already into the second period.
Deportivo playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half, despite this scoreline, converting chances.
And the shot! That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. And that's found its target. Going through, has a swing at it! It's in!
Unbelievable.
The breakthrough arrives at last! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Deportivo give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
And the shot! Really well taken goal. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly.
Goes for goal! Yes, it's there! And again they hit the front.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Deportivo take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but he looked on.
Arsenal keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
And it's Cavani. Plays it out to the wing. Cavani plays it wide.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
It's a fabulous position. Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Arsenal don't have many options, and time is... And that's it. Deportivo made it through to the knockout stage. They can anticipate the draw. The warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. The teams then, Deportivo against Real Madrid. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would say a man who earns his pay, Sergio Ramos. Leads by example with total commitment, which sometimes gets him in trouble, but which usually does a very solid job. He won't hold back.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's good.
Gomes has a go! Keeper's ball.
Now it's Aspas going. He's had a go. It's broken loose.
Aspas has a go. It's in,
and it's Deportivo who take the lead. Jim, your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
He's got away. Out of play for a goal kick. Deportivo are the league's top scorers, formidable in front of goal. Aimed long and direct. Tries a through ball. Can he score? He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. As a hit! Oh, taken with style! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! Just so calm under pressure.
Demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Deportivo grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Knocks it away. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Gomes, now the pass. Chance! And a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Bit of shapes the shoots. There's the end of the first half. Would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success?
Shot at goal! And oh! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And they are pulling clear here. You've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub.
Heads it! Goes long. Passes it through. Oh, he goes for goal! Good clearance and very necessary. Firmino plays it forward. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the wing. Real Madrid have their manager to thank for the last result.
Yeah, his hand was forced somewhat, Peter, because of the circumstances. He had to bring on goal scorers, but he was bold in going for broke to get what he wanted, and not many would have done that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight. Yeah, can he put it away? They've scored! They are running riot here. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
Deportivo tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Well, they can break here. Plays it out to the flank. He's had a shot! Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it? Tries a through ball. Going for goal! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Deportivo enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive. The warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. And our live game is Torino against Deportivo. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
So off we go then. Rooney. Keeper goes long. He's made sure that won't get through. Looks to slip it. The shot's on! He's delivered all right!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on. This could be rather exciting. Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Big chance! He scores! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deportivo get themselves a 2-goal cushion. Is it in? They are rampant! And already they're looking to run away with it. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Deportivo take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. And it's Gomis. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Gets it upfield, played out to the wing, going through. And that has been clubbed away. Gets it back, looks to clip it forward. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now the pass. Iago, massive leap! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, and you can hear how the crowd are...
Hits one! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Yeah, maybe the circumstances are beginning to heap on the pressure because they're trying to force it.
Has a swing at it! Saved. That's good keeping.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter, I think it's...
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Deportivo are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And the game has already resumed here. Valencia, timely intervention. Aimed long and direct. Shot at goal! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
He's got away. Here it is now, surely. Rooney. Towering header. No, he didn't quite meet it right. There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary.
Gomes has a go! He slid it through.
Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
Looks like a good ball through. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Valencia! Sticks it away! They are running riot here!
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Torino have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Deportivo totally rampant here. Can he finish? Keeper always had the measure of that.
Oh, it was a first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Great leap! Wonderful from Gomes! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
Deportivo tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Going for goal! It's in! And still they continue with the onslaught.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
And the referee brings it to a close. Deportivo, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is a landslide. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Hello to all of you from this Brazilian city of Belo Horizonte. This is the Mineirão, the home of two proud footballing institutions, Cruzeiro and Atlético Mineiro. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Aspas has a goal!
What a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting.
Well, he was never going to miss from there.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willing...
Is it in? It's in! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Valencia with a predatory goal.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Deportivo take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Looks to slip it through. Tries to get it forward quickly. Valencia with the ball through. He's gone for it! They are rampant! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
There's the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Deportivo take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Looking to shoot! No mistake!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So is this the start of a comeback? Now the pass, cut out in the nick of time. Forward pass, that intervention was very necessary. Out wide to the right. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And a header! Half-time in the semi-final.
Well, I've seen very little to indicate a comeback in this one, Peter. They've committed to this game with great desire and heart, and there's no need to back away from that.
Deportivo head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And the game has already resumed here. Goes for it! Plenty waiting in the middle. That is to header! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending.
Just the goal. Has a hit! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Well positioned to make that interception. Ochoa gets it up. Valencia! Tried the volley, but no.
Ah, that's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious. He's one of the biggest influences out there.
Fetfatsidis needed to come up with a better ball.
Fetfatsidis clearly is miffed.
Shapes the shoots! Sticks it away! And they are cruising away!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
Shoots! Great football, shot and save. There's going to be another change here. Big chance! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Tries a through ball. And a goal kick. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Plays it out to the flank. And shoots! Valencia looks to dink one in. He's gone for it! They've done it! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So, the manager making the last of his changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded.
Shoots! And he's got good distance. Who's chasing? It's a fabulous... He's tried one! Oh, almost a sixth! And they have themselves another corner. And that may well be that. That is that. Deportivo are the winners in a one-sided semi-final. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, they've grown in stature and confidence with every step, and one big step away from the trophy now.
More than a clash between clubs, we're dealing here with cultures, traditions, regional pride, football in all its global dimensions. Well, this is it.
As with a lot of finals, caution plays a big part in the opening stages, but an early goal can blow all that away, so I hope that we can create an attacking contest.
Can he finish? Superb goal!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting.
Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Oh, that's excellent composure.
He's had a shot! He scores! 2 up, 2 easy. How many more to come? A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've...
Has a swing at it! He's looking to get there first. Played out to the right. Played it again.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Forward it goes. Passes it through. Handanovic gets it upfield. Looks like a... And the finish! They are rampant! And already they're looking to run away with it. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was...
In with a header! He's kept it out, just.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And it's Aspas. Iago Aspas plays it wide. Played into towering header! It's in! Hat-trick! The king of all he surveys! An absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today. Deportivo
totally rampant here. Floats one over. He's got away. And he's straight offside.
Yeah, he was off. Ever so slightly, but he was off.
David Luiz tries a through ball. He's left his man. Can he score? And in it goes. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
Well, there's the whistle. The first half of the final has flown by. Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue. So, Jim, the halfway point of the final, what are you thinking?
Deportivo have the lead, and obviously it's going to be the happier dressing room at half-time, but it'll be interesting to see what they do second half. I really think that they should push on and do more of what we saw as we approached half-time.
Deportivo utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. Up to meet it! No, he can't turn it in.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break. Listen, the manager seems to have impacted during the break. This is now a show of real purpose.
Tella, over to the left. Shots on! Chooses to go back. Can he put it away? Really well taken goal. Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
Well played, he saw that coming. Looks to Tella! They've scored! And again, they pile on the misery.
Yeah, by the looks of it, there may be still more to come.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Tries to get it forward quickly. Jurado going through, cuts it out. Out wide to the right. He's left his man. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Deportivo, some help from Lady Luck there. Can he put it away? That has faded wide.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious he's one of the biggest influences out there.
He's got away. Handanovic demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Gets up to head it! They've done it! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
4 in the game. He is the man. So not long left in this now. Just a few moments from glory. Pushes it out wide. He's had a go! Chance! And another time! What a belt got it! And still they continue with the onslaught.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
That's it. Simply, the big day was their day. A day for them and their fans. A truly proud line in their history. What a moment this is for all connected with the club. It is a day for pride, a day of glory. Another grand chapter to be added to their glittering history. Soaking up the pre-match atmosphere here as we wait for things to get started. Won't be long now before we get through the formalities. A warm welcome, one and all. And our live game is Athletic Bilbao against Deportivo. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick? Going for goal! He's got away with one there. Piatti tries a through ball. Looks like a good ball through. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's made sure that that won't get through. He's gone for it! Goal! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
There's the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Tella! Really well taken goal. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Deportivo take a two-goal. Can he put it away? It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Pella! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence.
And a header! He scores! And with that goal comes comfort. Deportivo go two up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how...
Shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his...
Shakes the shoots! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close.
Well, I would think this one is possibly over is a contest. They know they've already reached cruise control, and it's a case of the right game management to take it from here.
Deportivo head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here we go again then. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He's left his man.
Deportivo making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
And they've been given a corner. So what's he planning here? Hits it! Modric gets good distance on it. Keeper's got good distance on that. Athletic Bilbao look as though they're about to make a change. Battles to win it back. Goes wide. Handanovic can pick that up. Now the pass. And the finish! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Deportivo blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Pella! Played back in. Shot at goal! Valencia. In with a header! Dashing forward at pace. Adjuri. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with stop! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Deportivo claim victory here, and on balance they were worth it. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, you often need resolve and resilience when under more pressure away from home, but I thought their effort...
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And here we have Deportivo against Espanyol. We have already started here. He's had a shot! Oh, brilliant! The captain has surely won it!
Well, talking about a captain taking control and casting his influence on a game.
Can he put it away? Wonderful from Gomes! 2-0, and they're already threatening to run riot.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Deportivo up to meet it. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Shot at goal! Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. Nolito. Played out to the wing. Lovely little display of skill, that is. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Goes wide. He's got the ball glued to his feet. And the finish! It's there!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Has a swing at it! Wonderful from Gomes! And this is getting better and better. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And a shot! And more, and more, and more! And they are disappearing! Here's the whistle for half-time.
Well, I would think this one is possibly over as a contest. They know they've already reached cruise control, and it's a case of the right game management to take it from here.
Deportivo lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. And the game has already resumed here. Sturridge plays it forward quickly. Deportivo look as though they're about to make a change. Ball's out on the left now. There is Suarez. Now the pass. Gomes has a go! And in it goes! They are running riot here! Deportivo tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Brings it forward. Spreads it wide.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind. Has a pop! He's put it wide.
Yeah, maybe the circumstances are beginning to heap on the pressure because they're trying to force it.
Pillar! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there.
Looks to slip it through. He's got away. It's a brilliant interception. A chance to play it in. Sturridge plays it forward. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Deportivo have the win they wanted. A home win that sets them nicely for an away leg whose test will be altogether stern. Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And our live game is Sevilla against Deportivo. We have already started here. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Callejon, he's the one who could shine. Sharp and skillful and happy to ease inside and allowing the fullback to fill the space he vacates. If an opportunity arises too, he's also a very mean free kick taker.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Deportivo, the most prolific team in the league this season. Goes for goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Gomi, up he gets! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Towering header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Reyes. Inan needed to come up with a better ball.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Gomis. He's gone for it! And he's done it! And it's Deportivo who take the lead! Iago Aspas versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Deportivo get themselves into the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Pareja spreads it towards the left. Face to face with the kick. Hits one! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Looks like a good ball through. Forward it goes, and now the breakaway. Looks to clip it forward. Now it's Callejon, played in by Callejon. It's a good run. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intent.
And the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Tries to dink it in. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Floats one over. Get a throw in. Pushes it out wide. He's through the middle. Shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Sevilla keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's
Sturridge! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Juba.
Deportivo are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Reyes. Boots it to safety. He's had a go! Lacking in accuracy. Just a question of running down the clock now. It's come loose. Jonas sprints it wide. Great leap! It's a goal! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Oh, the cross was inch perfect, and the header unerring.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where...
And time is up. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably a fair reflection. It has finished all square. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking.
I think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. The teams then, Deportivo against Barcelona. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The action has already started. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would say the Croatian Ivan Rakitic, a passer with a creative edge who will probe away until he can release a teammate with the right through ball. Best described as either crisp or cutting.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Deportivo having to deal not just with their opponents but also with a congested fixture list. It's at times like this when Gomis!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful. Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just...
And Aspas! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Cleans it up, has a swing at it! More than happy to take the muscular approach. Aspas! He's scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Terrible error, duly punished. There's the whistle for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Deportivo, happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. Deportivo carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Dinks one in. A chance to play it in. Away from immediate danger. Can he finish? And that has been clubbed away. Barcelona have their manager to thank for the last result.
Look, to alter the intended game plan was a daring move on the manager's part. It was...
And the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Into the channel. Iniesta. Beautifully done. It's Luis Suarez! It's into some space.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Has a hit! Plenty waiting in the middle. Can he finish? It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Deportivo have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0. Coaxed out to the wing. Has a shot! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Oh, he really wanted that.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows, and the quality he produces.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. Denis Suarez, and it's Denis Suarez. Out to the left it goes, over to the left. And the finish! And the follow-up! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! Surely now, so that's it, it is all over. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit and getting behind the ball. Doing the ugly stuff, that's what gets you clean sheets and wins.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. The warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. And our live game is Real Betis against Deportivo. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be...
Big chance! Goal! Real Betis! Parity restored, and the whole thing shifts once more. He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered. And just shoots! Never one to be short of confidence, he gave it a go. The outcome, though, not what he had in mind. Denis Suarez. Aspas has a go! Gets good distance on it. Denis Suarez. And he's there to cut it out. Lennon. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Long and high towards the flank. And that's been levered clear. Spreads it wide. Aspas. Tried. Great leap! And now they can launch a counter. He's got away. Lennon. It's broken loose. That'll be a corner. And through to the goalkeeper. And it's Gomis. Looks to slip it through. Tries in with a header. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Into the channel. Forward it goes. The referee brings the first half to a close. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
And it didn't take long for their lead to disappear. Still, it's nothing fatal, just a setback, and they can come again.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave. 45 minutes to pack in enough risk-taking to get this match turned around. It's very doable.
And it's Ruben Castro. Lobs point-blank header! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong. Up for the header! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this. This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Joaquin gets a good foot in there. He's got options out wide. He's left his man. Gets his head to it. It goes to show he is human after all.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Theo, out wide to the right. Going through. How about it? Saved only by poor finishing.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
It's come loose. Just hits one. Yes! And that puts them back in front on a... Half-time, extra time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
The hostilities have already resumed. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? And it's Theo. Christian Theo pushes it out wide. Shot at goal! And that would have been some goal.
He was set on rounding it off in fitting style, but he couldn't make it fit.
And that's that. Deportivo through to the semi-finals. The trophy almost touchable. You cannot help but fancy them. Well, considering what happened in the first game, Jim, how do you think they've done here? It is the opening fixture of the business end of the Champions League. It is cutthroat now. A single error could spell the end of the road. This is where the stakes get higher for all those teams remaining. Knockout football from here. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'm going to go for the Slovakian Hamšík. Easily one of them. Has a pop!
Lorenzo Insigne. Now a chance to break. Out wide to the right. Where to from here? Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? Iago Aspas has a swing at it! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Look, they may have nothing to show for it so far, but this is one determined start.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, been intercepted. Napoli get it back again. Gomis plays it out to the wing. Now it's Gomis has a goal! Al-Sharawi passes it through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Al-Sharawi, clear, shoots!
Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Deportivo take the lead, 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Deportivo are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Goes wide. And it's Allen. Allen looks to dink one in. And the whistle goes for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Deportivo leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Sturridge, up for the header! Lorenzo Insigne. Napoli are keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Gets on the end of it. Now it's El Shaarawy. David Luiz. It's Gomes! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Changes here from both sides, in fact. Deportivo take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Hamsik. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Gomes floats one over. Davis tries to get it forward quickly. Gets wrestled off the ball. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There is the final whistle. Deportivo have what they needed, a win and an advantage heading into a second leg, which will test them. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Deportivo were very impressive here, Peter. The backbone of this team is so strong, and it proved to be the decisive area.